They shouldn't even be alive. By all logic, by every natural law, these trees should have crumbled centuries ago. Yet here they stand, taller than the Statue of Liberty, older than the Roman Empire, and tougher than your grandma's overcooked meat. These are the coast redwoods, nature's ultimate flex. How do they cheat death for over 2,000 years? Why do scientists call them the lungs of the planet? And what happens if they disappear? Stick around, because once you hear what these trees are capable of, you'll never look at a forest the same way again. Most trees live like us, hit a certain age, slow down, and eventually, well, you know. But coast redwoods? They refuse to die. For starters, they can clone themselves. Yep, if a redwood falls, it doesn't just decompose and call it quits. It sprouts an entirely new tree from its roots, like a phoenix rising from the ashes, except it's not burning, it's just refusing to lose. Oh, and diseases, pests, wildfires? Redwoods laugh in their faces. Their bark is a foot thick, packed with natural fire-resistant chemicals. So when most forests go up in flames, redwoods just get a little toasty, shake off the ashes, and keep growing like nothing happened. And even if they get struck by lightning or take a serious beating, they can heal themselves, sealing off wounds and growing fresh bark like a built-in repair system. Now let's talk about something that should put every billionaire's carbon offset scheme to shame. Redwoods are carbon-eating machines. These trees don't just absorb CO2, they hoard it. One single redwood can store as much carbon as 250 regular trees. That means they're literally pulling pollution out of the air and locking it away for thousands of years. No government policy, no fancy technology, just pure, unbothered efficiency. If every city planted more redwoods instead of skyscrapers, climate change might just take a step back and say, all right, my bad. You think your great-grandparents have seen a lot? These trees were already towering giants when Jesus was alive. Some of the oldest ones today were just tiny saplings when Julius Caesar was running the Roman Empire. They've survived volcanic eruptions, ice ages, and the rise and fall of entire nations, all without moving an inch. And the wildest part, they're still growing. A redwood's idea of retirement is reaching 380 feet and then deciding, you know what? Let's go for 400. Now you'd think something this legendary would be untouchable, but guess what? Humans almost wiped them out. Before we realized how valuable they were, we chopped down over 90% of them. Why? Because apparently when people saw a 2,000-year-old natural wonder, their first thought was, hey, that would make a great deck for my backyard. Thankfully, we woke up, kind of. Conservation efforts are in place, but these trees still need protection. If we lose them, we're not just losing history. We're losing one of the best natural defenses against climate change. All right, if you made it this far, congratulations. You now know more about redwoods than most people on Earth, and if you ever find yourself standing next to one, do yourself a favor, look up, take a deep breath, and just appreciate the fact that you're standing next to a living time machine. Oh, and before you go, if you enjoyed this, hit that subscribe button. It's not as ancient as a redwood, but hey, give it a few years.